In government, the Board of Selectmen were formally introduced to Norwood's new Assistant General Manager at their Tuesday night meeting. Mike Rosen, the candidate hired to fill the shoes of Norwood's beloved Bernie Cooper, shared his excitement of joining the town that everyone returns to.
I'm extremely excited, as I have been quoted. I watched that video back that the community media station, I think I said the word excited about 7 times. So I'm going to try to steer clear of that tonight. But I'm really looking forward to getting to Norwood in just a couple of weeks at this point. I am working, as I said in my video, I'm working through the purchase and sale process, where I'm so excited. Well, I'm so excited, but I'm looking forward to be living in town, work in my first ever home that I've ever owned in my life. So I'm working through the purchase and sale process on that right now. But a lot of good things coming. 2 days left here in Tallinn. People that I work with now know that it's a good opportunity for me to move to Norwood, and they're wishing me well here too. Tallinn's been a great place to work, but I'm ready for my next chapter.
The Selectmen also met with representatives of Olivardi Restaurant, which closed last year amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The Selectmen granted a 60-day extension to the owners of Olivardi's, in which time, if a prospective buyer has not put in an application for the liquor license, the board will revoke the license. The Board of Selectmen meet again on Tuesday, August 17th. Also Tuesday evening, the Zoning Board of Appeals held a meeting at the NCM studio. Some decided to join via to-go meeting. The first public hearing, 1369 Providence Highway, asked the board for a continuance. The board approved the request, and the group will revisit the case on September 7th. Next, a resident from Florence Ave appeared to request a variance. After some discussion, the resident decided to withdraw the application without prejudice. The board approved the request, and the case was closed for now. Residents on Fulton Street will move forward with a second-floor addition and a new roof. The special permit was approved. Additional renovations will soon be underway over on Laurel Street. Residents applied for 2 special permits for an addition and more garage space. Both permits were approved. The zoning board meets next on September 7th. The Conservation Commission met Wednesday evening at the MCM studio. The Norwood Light Department appeared before the commission with a notice of intent for the Dean Street substation, where they will be performing upgrades to the building, including a 300-square-foot addition. Daniel Kanata of VHB described the work that would be performed, and the Conservation Commission allowed the project to continue as presented. The Commission received trail and land updates as well as regulatory updates from Conservation Agent Holly Jones. The Conservation Commission will meet again in the coming weeks. The school committee met on Wednesday night to discuss the mask policy for the upcoming school year. The group welcomed the town health director, Sigal Reese, for some input on the discussion.
So this is what we're working with as far as advisories that we've received through public health authorities. So the CDC, this is a quote from their website, recommends universal indoor masking for all teachers, staff, students, and visitors in K through 12 schools, regardless of vaccination status. American Academy of Pediatrics, very similar. I do want to note that both of these advisements do also stress the other prevention strategies, that we continue that, distancing as much as we can, ventilation, routine cleaning. We don't need the extensive cleaning that we were doing at the very beginning, because we've learned that just regular cleaning is fine, and the testing.
Ultimately, the group voted to reinstate the mask mandate that was previously dissolved in June.
I'm going to make a motion that we reinstate policy EBCFA with a few changes. So if you guys does everybody have the policy in front of you, so I can take you through what I'm thinking I'm going to suggest is changed?
Yep.
So in the second paragraph, it says a face covering that covers the nose and mouth must be worn by all individuals in school buildings, on school grounds, and on school transportation, even when social distancing is observed. I would strike on school grounds. And then in the first set of bullets is fine, but then the next one, it says additionally, face masks or covering will not be required when appropriate social distancing is enforced, and it's got 4 bullets. I think we would strike while outside, because we've already taken care of that before, and then add a bullet that says if vaccinated adults are socially distanced and not in a room with students.
Though masks will be required indoors at the schools for all students, staff, teachers, and visitors, the board opted to allow the superintendent jurisdiction in special cases. For instances like janitors working in socially distant space, or administrative spaces in buildings where there is little to no student traffic, exceptions may be made by the superintendent. As a reminder, there will be no remote learning options available this year for the Norwood Public Schools. Technology Director Joe Kidd provided a detailed presentation of the 2021 to 2024 strategic plan. Later, the board discussed updates to the mask policy. The next school committee meeting will be September 1st. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.